Danny's a wonderful person. He's we've known each other. It's very easy in a way. It can get wrong, but it's easy because I've known him now for 10 or 12 years. So things get easier as long as you remember to renew what you're doing. Things get worse and get boring and stagnate if you just repeat. But it's something you can't say about the films we've done to date. They're all pretty different. So we kind of meet and bond on a story, on a storyline, and then we, in pre-production, develop, in our conversations, we develop how we want to go with it. And he has always very strong ideas up front because he's a fantastic visual artist. And that's the most ingratiating present a DOP like me can have, because it's a good start. Now, on this film, there's the first in-your-face confrontation that myself and my fellow colleague, Kike, who's shooting on the Blue Unit, it's the confrontation of having to work together and feel you are so deeply immersed in the film, and normally you're the one cinematographer working with a director, and it's like a very golden triangle as such. We're two, and we're working independently of each other. It's not a first and second unit, it's a red and a blue. We're equally important, we're equally dependent on each other, and we're equally sensitive and vulnerable as artists and as human beings, and we're very different. Kike is who you will see, is what he is, and I am what I am, and of course we have things in common. We have also massive, luckily, differences. They don't really clash, they just have to work, it's a cocktail, hell of a cocktail, and it's Danny's idea originally. It's mildly enforced and certainly cemented by the fact we've got to make this film really quickly, but I think that said, he may well have wanted to do it like this anyway. And he's got two pairs of eyes instead of one, and it has its ups and it has its downs. All the landscape for me around Aaron is a landscape in itself. It's a physical prison for him, but it's also a palette that evokes and can mirror or evoke new emotions in his head. And it's about the graphics of the cave. It's about the graphics of the shade of the light. It's about the structure of the stone. It's like an embryo. Parts of this canyon, it's embryonic, and the landscape out here is like devastatingly beautiful and massive. It's also horrifying and merciless and cruel, and they're all tools that any visual artist must use and must be aware of. And then basically you can have 5 films being shot in this little square next to me now about 5 different stories, and we'll have 5 equally qualified photographers pointing the camera at the same landscape, but that, because of editing and sound and timing and the magic of film, that landscape will evoke something different.